right, push session. This is my second session coming off a deload, so accumulated fatigue, wash it off. By the end of the week, I was super excited to go train. So this is one of my favorite push sessions, just with having dumbbell pressing in place and finally seeing some new loads hit. So today, see what we can nail and also just give you some cues along the way and some ideas why we set up the way we did.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Good spot.
That was on the money with the spot. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Come on, Daniel.
Come on.
Go. Easy. Good job. Come on, John. Come on, I'm with you. Yep. There it is.
It can be really tempting in the prime machine as you're coming down and that humerus is pushing into your sides, kind of gaining some ability to drive off and bounce off your rib cage. And you'll see people as they come down, they'll go into thoracic flexion as well. So now this point is kind of sprung up and it goes through chest up and you gain that momentum. So you really need to work on just keep bracing that core. So when you do come down, it is driven just with the humerus moving out towards the wall, hands out towards the wall, and not trying to engage and use that momentum to initiate the movement. Come on. One.
Did you spot that?
No. I was just on it. Better.
Hey, I saw a Mustang like yours run at the Texas Mile one year.
Oh, yeah?
All electric. Fucking smoked everything.
Man, what's the name? I know.
He's
what's
got
the name
a
of
big
that?
ass trailer. He hauls that
Yeah.
motherfucker in, but
He's
that
from
thing
New
went-
Braunfels.
on the mile stretch. He fucking hit 220 miles an hour. That's the only car that made it that fast.
He runs a 9 in their quarter mile, too.
Oh, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
fast.
yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw an electric car like that, and I was like, it's just so weird because you see all these other cars pull up and you hear the fucking motor,
Yeah.
and then they take off, and then you're sitting there and they're like, yeah, there he goes. And it's like, what? And you just see him. I was like,
It's like the zombie or something,
yeah,
right? I think that's what it's called.
it's a sick ass
Yeah.
car. But I was like, damn,
It's not right.
one charge on, and that's what you get down the track. One charge.
A lot of people are scared to train hard, especially on isolation movements. The amount of fatigue that you're going to accumulate in isolation, in my mind, is minimal. Those are your opportunities to take those movements all out, especially for those that don't know where to take those movements effort-wise. Push your isolation movements, especially a lateral raise where they can handle a lot of volume. It's hard to place that many sessions across the week, or just have a lot of exercises. Like, those are your times to make those last effort reps really count and push it to failure. It's a perfect time to do so. Don't be scared of training failure.
Did you hear that, John? If you have a poster and a camera, you get to kick people off the benches. Just like being 25,000 steps and hydration yesterday being like
Lower, yeah.
pretty bad, but that was like the best starting pump on a lateral I've had in like 2-3 weeks. It's like, did I need the rest that bad?
Maybe so.
Because it's such a suboptimal deload structure set up.
Yeah. So you don't really drop fatigue necessarily, but I guess you did.
Well, no, because I haven't trained since Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's like my elbow doesn't hurt. Pump is phenomenal.
It's easy how you can sit with a lot of fatigue and keep progressing. Should have probably pulled back way earlier. Just don't be stubborn, right? I'm stubborn. I just keep going.
I'm the same way, dude. Just keep the head down and keep working. Come on. Yeah, good. Yours. Go. Yours. Care if I touch those?
What?
Care if I touch those?
No. I can't keep track of the order for shit.
You're good, brother. You got him? Well, he don't want a spot. Never mind.
What? I think it'll be all right.
Come on, John. Good reps. Beat the book here. Let's go. Come on. Come on, John.
So, prime lateral raise, that's my first movement. I always have that program first because usually we're never seeing someone that's going to have too big a side delts. So I program first. It's not going to limit us as we're getting into our pressing. So I hit 3 sets on the lateral raise. Moving into a flat press now to be a primary pec major development and set up the angle just based on my ability to press in that range. So flat works well for some people. A slight incline can work depending on what your chest size is and also like where you need to be to engage that pec. Also really like the dumbbell that challenges the shoulder stability. So it's great carryover to your other pressing movements. So we'll do 3 sets here on our dumbbell press, 8 to 12 rep range.
120 felt nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure about that jump to 140 though. I think at 130 easy. Might be like 11 or 12, but
11, 12 are still good numbers.
come on. Come on. Hup. Easy.
Put some English on it. Roland's gonna point at the mirror. Please don't drop the weights. So, I dropped him one day. He stood up, hey! He didn't see like it was me. Like, dude, they're like, just by myself.
Not expecting the pump to feel like this after yesterday. Come on, John. What do you think about how I'm adjusting this
Because I find on dumbbell pressing, like 15 degree is like not quite perfect, but if I lay my head back on flat, it's like too far here. So I like lock this position and go. I know it's not ideal in my head. It feels unreal.
Well, I think that's what matters.
That's where my head's at, right? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. Appreciate that.
Got it. Yep. Good.
Feels so good.
That one looks solid.
So putting in those weight crashes in the video get us kicked out of my
Let's maybe edit that out.
Just make a reel just to that. So did a flat chest press. Moving on now to an incline press machine. So we're getting something more stabilized to have better output. One consideration is like, should you do an incline press first or a flat press? It's like, oh, I want a lot of upper pec. No one has a strong upper pec, so put it first. The issue is if you have front delt that really takes over in those steeper pressing angles and your chest is really poor, I still wouldn't put it first because that might cater to someone who's getting a lot of front delt work in still. So there's still good rationale. If like you need chest over delts, to still do your flat work first and then move second to an incline press. Well, there's another one too with tricep extension as well with partials versus full range.
I feel like I may have read the tricep one.
There's one with push downs versus overhead that all the volume on like just the extension versus overhead, and the overhead had better hypertrophy.
Makes sense.
Of course, right?
Logical. I know I haven't seen the quad one. I think I read the tricep one.
So this was kind of my argument I made about like this movement. Hey, doing the majority of the work before you lock out.
Yeah.
The other point is like, well, you can lock out, kind of reset form, and maybe you could get more quality reps that way.
Yeah.
Or you could just extend. I don't know.
I do it to reset.
Yeah.
If I get going too fast, my left side will start drifting on me. Come on. Take it, John. There it is. Good rep. Good last rep there.
Oh, good.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
God, your pec just like, you just like see it grabbing across the rib cage.
No, it's like fucking right on.
Just ripping across.
The dismount.
I know.
No.
It's so bad. It honestly is like a little scary.
So I feel like I almost get into that range where it almost feels dropped off in a way.
So I will say, it feels like I do too. I feel comfortable getting to that bottom, holding it, and then pressing than I do like continuous, like,
Yeah.
which would make sense, right? Because I'm probably cutting it a bit short on the continuous.
I mean, it does drop off though, like with the machine, right?
Like, look at the machine.
It's like, okay, it does drop off. But I think there still is a point about the converging aspect. I know it's kind of
finicky.
too off. Who built these fucking things? Right?
Clearly, like people who do biomechanics. Oh my God. Come on, man. Let's get better today. We're going to go into open. Let's show them. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
surprisingly light. So done an incline press, done a flat press. Now we're moving to a fly. So our fly is an opportunity to get a little bit more pec volume in, but without having contributions to triceps. And this is also a point where we can really train the pec in a shortened position, and we can change that prime machine to load it so to where it maybe drops off a little bit at the very end when it does get hard to contract. But we can really focus on bringing and wrapping that humerus around the rib cage and almost protracting a little bit at the end so we can get it really short. Great finisher at the end to drive some metabolic stress. Also, we can get trained that costal pec fibers, that decline position. That's why you'll see me kind of hips out, because hit a lot flat, hit some incline. This position, we can hit some of that almost decline lower pec fibers that we can't with some of the other press movements.
He sent me the link, and I'm a bad client and didn't click on it yet. But,
Come on, John. Go, go, go. It's taking me some time to get used to it.
Can we try a different setup on here with you and just see what you feel?
Knock it out.
Okay. try going hand gripping it there. So you'll kind of be start more internally rotated, get hips out more, and line more of a decline. Cue chest up more and hips out. How's it feel? You right there?
Yep.
I don't got it. All right. What do you think? Do you feel like
Just as good contraction, just lower.
okay? It seems like with a lot of your pressing, you don't hit it
Very here.
a lot lower sometimes. Maybe that'd be just your chance to get in that position and do it.
My cable fly.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I've seen you do it. It is like almost a decline.
I need to get with one of y'all about hitting my back shots, because there's adductor there and it does not show. Give the old college try.
Right, concluded chest training. Moving on to triceps. So we'll start with just a tricep extension. And what we can do on this setup is using 2 ropes, but using a prime bar to widen it up to where we don't have to use a little narrow rope. And what happens a lot of times is to actually get into good extension and have good posture, you have to internally rotate the shoulders a lot. You're not being able to fully lock out. So with this one, you can use that prime bar to spread apart these ropes and do them bilaterally. Now, if you don't have a prime bar, you can just use 1 rope or just the pulley, grab it and do them single arm. Main thing, just find your position. You can extend with a neutral and not internally rotated, and just set yourself up in the machine to be able to output.
the stage is flickering where the strobe light is just like broken down for every single moving place. It's incredible.
Man, these cables suck. They're like, let's grab my shirt. wraps up our push session today. So if you have any questions on setup, exercise choices, leave in the comments below, and we'll talk to y'all next time.